my reality now.
So speaking of Nate questioning his reality, Nate gets anxiety from balloons.
Yeah.
Do you want to just go right into the questions, or did you?
You want to explain that? You want to give a background, or you just want to go right into yes or no's?
I'll give a quick little thing. So basically, balloons are they're awful because they're there. They contain air, and the only way for their life cycle is to pop. That's it. And that's what's going to happen. It is going to happen, and you don't know when. And the anxiety just builds up in me because I know it's going to happen. I don't know when, and I can't handle it.
Not all balloons pop, Nate. Some of them just slowly shrivel up into a sad ball of oxygen.
Make a farting noise.
Just like all of us.
Those an analogy for my life.
Yeah. Same.
They can shrivel up, and that's usually what I do. I put them in the closet, and then they do shrivel up a little bit. The Mylar balloons, though, they're fine. I don't know why, but they seem to hold their stuff. This the aluminum, like the metal ones, the shiny ones. Like aluminum foil type stuff.
Oh, okay.
They're like the happy 50th on them.
Yes, yeah. It's like, hey, you just had baby squirrels. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And it started when my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, I think it was either my 16th or 18th birthday. And
You've been together that long?
Yeah. We have.
Wow.
High school sweetheart.
So she threw me my one and only surprise birthday party, and I walked into her basement. And what I was greeted with was everybody throwing balloons at me. And I kind of just froze on the stairs. And ever since then, it was just like whenever I see one, I cannot stop thinking about when and where they're going to pop. So I keep tabs on them in my mind. Kind of like a Marine when they walk into a room, they scope out the exits. I scope out balloons, and Red Robin is awful because they have balloons there. Yes.
How do your children feel about this?
So we operate under the this all started before I had kids.
Right.
So we operate under the philosophy of my veal, where I hear once you try veal, you won't care what it is and you'll just eat it. So I don't try it because I don't want to eat it. And so therefore we don't have balloons in the house or with the kids. So they don't know what they're missing out on. And they just understand that that's how it is.
If you want to cure curiosity, just rent it. That'll cure balloons up pretty quick.
How do you feel about water balloons?
Water balloons are fine because it's
fine.
No noise. Yes, water balloons are fine.
They're definitely going to pop.
Right, but there's no loud sudden noise. I have a similar thing at fireworks, but you can correspond the fireworks to the loud noise based on the brightness that comes before them. Mm-hmm. Where balloons are just sneaky bastards. Steve?
How do you feel about hot air balloons?
Woo!
They're very noisy.
They are noisy, but they don't pop.
They could.
They could. but if they do pop, according to the cartoons I've watched, they just kind of zip around.
That's right. And safely land back on the ground.
Exactly. Or get stuck in a tree. So based on my research, they're fine. I haven't had a lot of exposure to them, though.
Mm-hmm. So Nate, my first job ever as a professional entertainer was tying balloons on the street at festivals. I would do this before I got into juggling and all that. How do you feel about balloon twisters?
Yeah, like the people with the long, skinny ones.
Making animal balloons, hats. When you see one of those at a festival, what kind of internal dialogue do you feel?
I immediately look for the Geneva Convention rules and make sure that, that form of torture goes nowhere near me.
You're covered by the Geneva Convention, huh?
I assume so. I mean, it's just like the Chinese water drips or whatever. It's just torture. And and then what is up? They make them into hats and then you put them on your head. That is the stupidest place to put them.
I mean, I can think of somewhere stupider to put a balloon, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's for the airlines to handle.
That's true. It's usually full of some sort of illicit drug when you do that anyway.
Right. Yeah, like Pez.
That's exactly. You know what it is? It's Kinder Joys when you're bringing those back from Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions for Nate?
No.
All right, Krystel, is it the truth or is it a lie?
This is a tricky one because I have a slight phobia of balloons, just slight. But I feel like he's also trying to trick me. And plus the whole balloons and the kids can't have balloons. That just doesn't make sense. So I'm going to say it's not true. It's false.
All right, Steve, true or a lie?
I could see this being something that Nate has struggled with his entire life.
Molly,
I could
true?
also see him bullshitting us
Yeah.
through his teeth because he's a good improviser and he's a good liar. I'm gonna say it's false though. I didn't feel like the conviction was there. I wanted to feel that anger, so I'm gonna say it's false.
All right, Molly, what do you say?
Balloon anger.
This is
Exactly.
so stressful. This is a really hard game.
Yeah.
I like it, and I don't want to go next. Nate, I could see you having a phobia of balloons. But then again, I feel like you'd be more passionate about it. I'm gonna go against the grain here. I'm gonna say it's true.
All right, so we have 2 truths, 1 no. Marie?
No, 2 false, 1 true.
2 false, 1 true.
Yes.
Thank you, Krystel.
I am also quite conflicted, but I'm gonna agree with Molly. I think he's telling the truth.
Okay, we're in this together.
So it's 100% true.
Wow.
And I
I'm
wouldn't
not doing well.
necessarily call it a phobia, just a really awareness of my anxiety and caution around it.
So I was conflicted because you were very nonchalant when talking about it, but I was like, but people who have anxieties usually have talked about it.
Oh yeah, I've talked about this, and yeah, if
You really don't allow your kids to have freaking balloons?
no.
Oh my god.
No.
And if a balloon comes into a room, I will leave the room.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Mental noted.
How often do balloons just sort of walk into rooms that you're in?
It happens.
I mean, that is it, you know?
That is it.
Go Dashers!